Let's start with the Nintendo Direct tonight, you guys. For me, it started off real slow, and then about 3/4 of the way through, it really kind of started exciting me. For a while, I was thinking, geez, it doesn't feel like they have much. And then they dropped the N64 and the Sega Genesis online collection on us. And I don't know how I feel about it. I know. You're probably going to say, oh my god, they're doing N64, that's amazing. So they're going to have an N64 online collection you can play. It's not huge, but they're going to have one. And they actually made an N64 controller wireless you're going to be able to buy with your Switch Online. And the weird thing is, yes, Weezer, the weird thing is, they're doing the Sega Genesis. And they actually have a Nintendo-made Sega Genesis controller. Weird. Did you ever think that was going to be a thing? Be honest. And it's cool. And then there's a collection for that. But here's the hitch. The hitch is, they said that it's going to cost extra on top of Nintendo Switch Online. What does that mean if you guys are unfamiliar? To have Nintendo Switch Online, it's like $20 a year, right? And you get online access, which you already had, kind of a ripoff. You get that Nintendo, like NES, Super Nintendo online collection. That's probably the best part. And then they said this new thing, everybody thought they're going to add it. They're going to keep adding it. No, they said, well, there's an additional charge for that. And I was like, all right, what are we talking? $5 a year, a month, $10 a month? What is this here? Is it a subscription service? And they come out and they say, we'll discuss those details with you at a later date. Yeah. And I'm like, I was actually kind of mad on Twitter. If you want to go on Twitter and look, you can kind of see some of my reactions, like, as I was watching. Basically, my reaction was, really, Nintendo? What the f***? Really? Really? So you're going to come out and blow it up with this N64 and all this stuff, and then you're going to say, oh, there's an additional fee for that. And then that's not where it stops. Then they go to the next level and they say, we'll talk about that. We'll share more information later. You don't know? Like, you can't just tell us what it's going to be? You notice they had no problem telling us what the controller cost. Did you notice? The controller is $50 each. A little steep, but I could almost swallow that. But like, man, you're going to come out with all this exciting news and go, we're not going to tell you what it actually costs. I could accept we don't know when we're dropping it, even though it's kind of ridiculous. Or all the details aren't finalized. I could accept that. But it's going to cost you extra, and we're not going to tell you how much. Is it $5, $10, 20? Is it double? I don't know. So that bothered me a lot. That was what bothered me a lot. But I'm not mad at them. I'm just like, what the f***, Nintendo? Why do you do this? You have such a beautiful idea, and then you just crumple it up and throw it in the garbage can. That's what you do with it. Actually, I do need those notes, so I gotta uncrumple that one. We do need those. I wrote a few things down. That's what I think about the N64 and the Sega Genesis Online.
The perpetual struggle against Count Dracula continues. Castlevania Advance Collection brings together 4 classic.
This is what I'm most excited for.
Deathly beautiful graphics.
We saw rumors in the last 1 to 2 weeks.
The rewind, quick save.
Buying this immediately.
Will also ramp up your fight against
and then Limited Run's gonna probably put it out, and I'm gonna buy it a second time.
Game, as well as a gallery mode with never before seen artwork, are included.
I never owned all these.
Advanced Collection,
and as you know, they're really expensive. All right, buddy.
Today.
All right, buddy. Whoa! Later today. Castlevania Collection. This is what they needed. Now there is one thing I want to complain about, because you know me. There is one thing I got to complain about. Why can we not have Symphony of the Night on Nintendo Switch? We have everything else most everything else that's amazing. Why can we not have Symphony of the Night? Yeah, how about the new Kirby game? The Kirby, we're wearing Kirby tonight because I had a little bit of a feeling. It's been a while since they've done a Kirby game, and Star Allies was really good, but it's been a hot minute since they did a real Kirby game, like for the Switch, the sequel to that. And I thought, It's been a couple years, and it feels like every couple years there's typically a Kirby entry. And since there's no more 3DS, it's got to be on the Switch. So I did predict that one, right? So here's a look at Kirby and the Forgotten Land. If you didn't see it, it looks to me really good. The only thing I will say is I don't think they're like freaking out about the graphics. Like, they look really nice. You can see even in this, when you're watching in full HD, it's little jaggies here and there. It's not horrible. It's just that Nintendo Switch hardware, I think. I do wish all games were 60 frames, and the Kirby, the original one, Kirby Star Allies, that game was 30 frames a second, which was nice, but I just kept thinking, man, if this was 60, it would feel like way more responsive. And this one doesn't look like, to me, to be 60, but we don't know. It's so early. We'll have to wait and see. So the frame rate, probably 30. Graphics, very cute. Interesting, they went with a 3D Kirby. That right there looked really sharp. With the hat, you could see the yarn on his hat there. That was cool. Ali says the menu was 60 at least. Welcome into Code Hemi. Get your popcorn. We're recapping a little bit. Then we're going to be moving on to Super Mario World on the real hardware, of course. Continuing the 96-star run. We're at 91 of 96, guys. Almost there. So Kirby and the Forgotten Land. There we go. Project Triangle Strategy. Can we talk about that? Project Triangle Strategy. So, I believe it was Square Enix, right? They came out with Project Octopath Traveler. A really cool game. A game that I need to play yet. But when they came out with it, and they were in the beta stages, they called it Project Octopath Traveler. And I thought, that is a clunky name. That is a clunky name. Then they came out with Project Triangle Strategy. And I was like, that is a clunky ass name. And of course, they said, yeah, it's just a working title. I'm like, okay. And then I said, I swear to God, I said, they're going to call it Triangle Strategy. They're going to call it that. They're just going to remove Project. That's what they do. And what do they do? It's called Triangle Strategy. It's called Triangle Strategy. The game looks cool. I'm just saying, could the name be sillier? It's not great. They did the same thing. Did you guys catch that? You must have caught that. Those of you that care about those games would have caught that, right? This game I absolutely did not expect.
The classic Super NES game ActRaiser.
Yeah, buddy.
Now remastered in HD.
Yeah, buddy.
An almighty God. Only you can
ActRaiser, a Super Nintendo classic.
The Lord of Dark.
HD,
You'll
redrawn.
in 2 phases.
Beautiful.
First, strike down monsters in the side-scrolling action.
I personally like the
Liberate
action part the
lands
best.
from
You know
grasp
that,
of
though.
evil. Master swordsmanship and magic to vanquish all who stand.
That's a game I've never beaten, never owned. ActRaiser, that game is so cool. Now, did they announce Bayonetta 3? I thought it was at the beginning of 2018. That was a long time ago. They have been asking about it. Everybody's been asking about it. Platinum Games has been quiet about it. They haven't said a word about this game since 2018 when they dumped a super short clip. We didn't see Bayonetta. We didn't see anything. Okay, that's fine. 2018, it's in development. Great. Every time they go to interview anything, and every time Kamiya shows up for anything, people ask him, how's Bayonetta 3 going? Is it happening? Did you guys cancel it? Is there a problem? What's going on? Is it going to happen? Every single time they say, or rather he says, it's proceeding smoothly. No, production is moving along smoothly. And we have nothing to report, and we'll let you know. That sort of thing. And so, God, it felt like it was never going to happen. But I had a gut feeling it was going to happen today. I tweeted about it. You can go look at that tweet if you don't believe me. This right here was really cool. So honestly, at the beginning, I had no idea what this was. You see military men. I'm like, okay, what is this? Oh, what the? Excuse you. Oh, it froze up. Excuse you. And you're like, okay, weird alien. What is this? This looks interesting. What is this? I don't know. And then after a little bit, I got faked out, and I wonder if you got faked out too. I'll tell you when, at the exact moment, as we're watching this for the first time. Army Men. Could be any game. I don't know. Don't know. Could be something new. Looks pretty badass. Pretty serious. Sci-fi, you know? And then, I think in a moment we'll see here. That dog right there. Doesn't that look like Lappy, the dog from Astral Chain? Right there, before it. So I saw the dog and I was like, Lappy, Astral Chain 2. Astral Chain 2. P for Platinum, right? Is that what it is? And then you see Bayonetta and you're like, oh my god, it's Bayonetta! Look at how beautiful she looks. She looks awesome.
It seems I'm unfashionably late.
What a badass, too. Isn't this great? I love it. Probably the best look of all Bayonettas so far. It's got a fresh new look. Oh, right here. Definitely in that smooth action 60 frame here. You can tell it's got smoothness to the frame. I don't know how to describe it. The music is popping. What a badass. The Umbran Witch. Their devilish dance. God, that looks good. The art looks so good. The animation, the art is fantastic, isn't it? Look at this. And this is Nintendo exclusive, you guys. So if you want Bayonetta 3, you better get yourself a Switch. You got some time. No PS5, nothing else like that. Look at that shit, man. Do you feel the direct heating up? Now, well, anyway, you get the idea. If I don't know what it's doing. Bayonetta 3. And then there's some more action stuff you can look at. You can take a look at your time, but if you just go into YouTube and search, like, it's there. I think that pretty much rounds out Raji's list of fun shit. That rounds out my list. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, you can hang out with us live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday night at 9 p.m. Central Time only on twitch.tv. And also, if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. See you next time.